you know I'm about to drop it like.
What's up, good people? Where did she go? I think she's back now. What's up, good people? And welcome to The Hardway here on Power Players Media. Trey, I don't know what's happening with you. Your screen is black, homie. Your screen is black. What you doing? What's happening?
Boy.
Yo, there we go. These technical difficulties when we are doing virtual is kind of crazy. But welcome to The Hard Way yet again. How are you guys doing? What is going on with you guys? A-Myth in the building, back in full effect.
I'm here.
Is that literally all you got is I'm here?
My spirit is good. My spirit is good. You know what I mean? The right people have just been feeding my spirit now the positivity. So I'm coming to y'all grown tonight. My spirit is good. Man, long live Erica. You know I still miss you. Hold this shit down.
Okay. And Trey Bay, because it's Trey's way all day. How are you doing?
Good. I'm good. Had been like, but you know, are we pod? So I'm here.
You lagging, sugar. I don't know.
I got Amber Alert on the phone. Somebody got abducted. It's not funny, but I just got an Amber Alert during the pod. It's like, what the?
That's him.
Oh, okay.
And I'm hungry.
So you're gonna be eating while we virtual.
Yeah.
This is why virtual don't work, because everybody just be doing everything.
I eat when we're on set. I in my bag, and he'd be like, "Why eat that nasty popcorn?" And then he eat it anyway.
What popcorn?
My skinny pop that you be talking about.
That shit nasty.
Oh, skinny.
You was fucking that shit up though.
Cause I was starving in there. I'm gonna just tell y'all right now. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. It's been a busy day for me. I don't know none of the pod topics, so come to me. Yeah, but
I put them in there. They just weren't all together.
I slapped. So
it's okay. It's all right.
I'm giving y'all the most unrehearsed answers tonight.
It should always be unrehearsed, though.
No, sometimes I rehearse. There's people that watch that I'm like, I gotta rehearse this shit here.
I didn't realize we rehearsed.
Yeah, man. Sometimes you gotta learn how to give like the PC answers for stuff. You gotta learn how to, cause Trey will throw something out there and throw you off.
You gotta do that on the fly, though.
Yeah. So, but I have time to rehearse. Today, I'm totally going. Yeah. So.
Okay.
Well, let's get it.
Well, damn, let's get it. All right. I'm okay. I'm over here doing 15. All right. Well, while I'm still over here doing technical stuff, bring in the first topic, Trey Bay.
How do we protect our relationships?
That was not the first topic, man.
That is the first topic. That's the first one I added. I asked you to group and you didn't. So
because I was busy, but you know what I did? I put the topics in and I put them as I thought of them, not necessarily in any particular order. So there's some that's why I put topics
the first one
before I write.
How important is compatibility? Is that the first one?
Yes, that's where we start.
Are we streaming? We're streaming on Facebook right now?
We are, yes. I just confirmed. I told you I was over here doing technical stuff. But yes.
What's the first topic?
So
or does opposites really attract? Go ahead, since I already wasn't in order.
So how important is compatibility, or does opposites really do attract?
Y'all want me to go first?
Sure, Mr. I'm on my grown man today.
Yeah, opposites. Compatibility is only huge in relationships, not when you're fucking. Because opposites do attract, and that's what makes the best sex. I really don't. I'm not really compatible with, yeah, 90% of them, but it's just the fact that we're opposites that makes the attraction. If they were just like me, I probably wouldn't like.
I get that, but you know, here's the you first of all, you can't say that answer and then be like, I'm on my grown man tonight.
That's a grown man answer.
We're not
I'm
talking
telling you,
about
grown
just
man truth.
boning, but we weren't
That's,
talking about just boning. I felt like this was more of a relationship question, but I could be wrong.
I took
oh,
it because it literally
It's fine.
said the word like we were talking about relationship. Yeah, but
Oh, I don't know. So I mean, okay, then I can. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I guess I guess I get it. But my thing is, I feel like too much compatibility makes things boring.
yeah, it's trash.
You know what I mean? Like I just,
Trash.
but at the same token, then you go to the other extreme, and you're polar opposites, and then it's always friction.
Hmm. Yeah, in a relationship, you got to have compatibility, 1000%, relationship wise. But like you said, it's going to be a boring ass relationship. But boring makes for successful marriages also, because you can always find ways to spice it up.
Yeah, but would you find ways to spice it up in other people because your wife is boring or your husband is boring?
Then y'all just shouldn't have got married in the first place. You know what I'm
But
saying?
I don't know.
opposites can still be compatible.
You said you
You said
think,
what?
yeah, you got to speak up or turn your mic
I
up.
think you can still be opposites and still be compatible. Like may not like I may do all IT and I'm gonna do like whatever Truth does in like law offices and stuff like that. But it doesn't mean like we sick. You know, like I think it's a healthy mix of both. Because when I'm nerdy and geeky versus somebody who's like not a nerd. But we listen to the same music, we like the same shit, and I think if you're be any real conversation, like you can't really teach me anything, and I can't teach you anything, and that you'll make it to marriage.
Maybe.
In a relationship, I'm going with compatibility. If we're just fucking, I don't want to be compatible with you.
Okay, so why not?
That's gonna be
You think that
because I don't see because I'm not looking for a relationship in you, and if we're compatible, then I'm looking for more in you. If we're just fucking, then I'm not looking for nothing in you. So I don't really care how compatible we are.
Mm-hmm.
I really don't even care if you got a job. I just want to.
So wait, so you want broke Virginias?
When no vagina has a dollar sign on it. To be honest with you.
Well, you said you don't care if she has a job.
Yeah. So if I'm out at the club, I meet something, or say you just something that I want, I really don't care how much money you make. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because it's not like when you pull them pants down, it say $100,000 a year.
But don't you want it to be about something? Or you
Nah,
just
not if you just fuck. You know what I mean? It doesn't really
no matter.
just be available, or when you and that nigga argue, just come through.
Wait, I have such a wet and wild Wednesday question.
Okay.
Do you care if the vagina is ugly? Because here's the thing, I think vaginas are ugly, like all of them, right? Like, I don't think there's anything
ugly. I think there's.
I think that I feel like there's nothing pretty about it, but I know that I guess guys look at it, so I know that sometimes. So I know they all look different. I just don't think that they're ever pretty. So do you care if it's pretty or not, or like if everything's intact, or what if she got like flabby lips or?
Trey, do you care?
Or some stuff is weird.
Asking her.
Hold on, time out. Trey, what's up with your computer? Is this your computer or you on the earbud joints?
Okay. You can't hear me?
It's going in and out too much.
And you're lagging, yeah.
Hold on.
She gonna log out, log back in.
You got that Obama net.
I think you muted yourself because now we can't hear you. She having a whole phone call over here.
Is that what that is? You muted yourself.
Read your lips, but I can't hear you.
I'm getting my earpods. You're on my iPad. If y'all stop worrying about me fixing it.
We still can't hear you. All right. I think I've seen some really pretty vaginas though.
Okay.
I've seen some really pretty joints where I was like, this is artwork type shit.
Really?
Yeah,
What
I'm not
does
gonna,
that look
I'm not
like?
gonna hold you. It's just pretty. It looks untouched. It's just laying there. I've seen vaginas with like the extra, what is that, like labia or something. I've seen that before. And that kind of like, it ain't really throw me off, but it kind of threw me off because it looked like extra tongue out there. Like, I don't know. but I've seen some really pretty vaginas, son. That shit should be Picasso artwork type shit.
Okay, so what makes it pretty?
It just look untouched. It's shaved. It's just laid there. It looked like it just came out the wrapper. You could tell when some shit been played with. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can hear you, Trey.
Okay.
You could tell when some shit been played with, like a DJ done remixed it and shit. You could tell that. But like, I done seen some pretty ass. Like a DJ done remixed it and shit.
Sorry.
I done seen some pretty shit. So
I was checking the YouTube. We are officially live on YouTube also. So super excited about that. That ish was a struggle.
Trey, you good?
Yeah.
Trey, I bet. Oh, you got a little lag. It's straight up. You straight up.
I don't know
what else you got going on? Probably the Wi-Fi.
Right. Did you want Trey to answer that question about pretty vaginas?
Has she ever seen
it?
We didn't hear you.
I was like, how you asking her? I don't know.
I said there's some I think are weird is that roast beef hanging looking shit. Like I didn't wasn't like just be having whole RB sandwiches coming.
I hate your internet, but I caught that RB sandwich shit.
That's what I caught too. That was kind of like the most important thing was the.
I don't know why your Wi-Fi acting like that today, yo. Her Wi-Fi is some absolute trash. You might as well do that off her phone.
Yeah, come on, techie, get it together.
Yeah, you over there getting paid for IT work, and you over there with Bell Atlantic.
Absolute, not Bell Atlantic though.
Trash. Absolute trash.
Damn, Bell Atlantic ain't been around.
I don't know, but real talk, man. I've really seen some, like some real pretty joints, young. Like, and then I seen some other ones where it was like, oh, you started early. So I'm there to get the job done. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. I just always wondered about that. Like, how does this work? Like, how does it? What does a pretty one look like for real? Oh my gosh, this thing is bothering my soul.
What you trying to do over there?
Virtual. A whole lot of everything, and I'm not focused, and it irks me. So, anywho.
Virtual.
Ooh, shoot.
That's what happens. That's what happens when you go virtual. Yo, Trey.
I know. I don't want to. So I can't wait to be back in the studio next month. So that's good.
Trey, you straight?
Yeah.
Hey, yo. Trey, I'm gonna be real with you. I don't know what you got going on over here. Wait, you
All
in a
my
different
stuff
spot?
is
Are you somewhere different than last time?
obviously, yeah. Oh,
Yeah, whatever you just said.
All right, listen, we're about to move on because I don't know.
We just got to, hopefully her joint just kick in. It's something, I don't know what's going on with her
Look,
joint.
right. Last week it was you. This week it's her, but whatever. So last week though, you had brought up this whole phase thing, saying that people should not be in relationships if they have not gone through their whole phase.
Yeah.
I want to dive into that because I low-key agree with you, and I think that might be a good thing. But I don't know if that translates into I can't be good in a relationship, because there are some people that date in high school, date in college, get married, and that's their forever person. So they don't have their whole phase and they live a happily ever after type of a life. So I don't know how much stock I want to put in it, but I think it's a very interesting concept.
This is the part where I call it like a dark truth.
Okay.
The part of my brain where, we just go deep. We're deep. And deep in my brain, I couldn't deal with a female who haven't had their whole phase. You have to go through some niggas and see how some niggas operate to appreciate the one that you got. You gotta go get that out of your system. To me.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you gotta be dog some niggas to appreciate.
Hold on. You said, can you hear me?
It's her.
Yeah,
she
I can
said so.
All right, but what you said?
You're saying you have to be out by some niggas in order to appreciate, right?
Here's the dark. I'm just saying this is the dark side of this shit, though, Trey. Here's the dark side.
Okay.
85% of the time you gonna get dogged out by a nigga anyway. When you're green, when you gullible and you green, you don't know no better because you ain't never seen no game.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta go learn the game sometimes so you could know why a nigga is acting the way he acting. We all know men are creatures of habit, but what happens when his habit is really his routine that he's been showing you from day one? See, there's different niggas that play the game. See, I don't hop in relationships to play the game. There's a lot of niggas that hop in relationships, engagements, and marriage to play the games. And then they use a tactic called isolation. You don't meet none of their friends. They don't take you nowhere. That's isolation. See, these are game tactics that you got to learn, not you yourself, but a lot of pretty females and females in general learn after, because they ain't never went through their whole phase and seen and got the game. They're green. And men prey on women like that. We love to find one of them green females. You don't know no better. You got to go get the game, so therefore you can recognize the bullshit when you see it off the top, and then it's on you if you just want to stick around. It's dark over here.
I don't think that's like to go through for a whole bunch like that comes in just like a nigga could that you might be fucking him. Like there's
no, Sugar, your sound is all over the place.
Is there a way you can log on and do it on your phone?
Yeah,
you're back into the app on your phone.
It's staticky. It's going in and out. Like it's kind of bad.
And you can't even make out what you're saying. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Okay. So anyway, but I guess I agree and I hear you about that. I just, like I said, I don't think that you got to go through a whole phase and, like she said, kind of get dogged out or get trashed.
Why not?
To then, because I think if you know yourself, you can appreciate a good man or a good woman in your life before getting dogged out. I don't think that's
okay.
A okay. He's good or bad.
All right, let's pause right there because that's a great ass point. That's a great ass point. So let's piggyback off that point, right?
Right. If you know yourself.
At what age do you know yourself?
It varies because
See what I'm saying?
but wait, I knew myself very young. Like I knew myself very, very young because I lived life a little bit ahead of.
What you
Can
say?
y'all hear me now?
That's better. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, like I lived, I grew up a little bit ahead of my age, if you will. So I learned myself very early on in life. So,
right.
And I know not everybody has that story, but a lot of people do. Either they're forced to grow up or whatever their case is, but they're very well and self-aware of who they are. So even if they don't necessarily, because there are some people too who don't want to have a whole phase, but they grow up, they know themselves, they find the person is good to them, and they, that's their forever after.
Or their whole phase comes later.
Get out of the
Or they never did what?
I said, or there's bitches who never get niggas and women that are just hoes, and that's okay.
I just went straight off the Wi-Fi. Are you still on Wi-Fi, Trey?
My God, this is nuts.
What?
You
just got to get off the Wi-Fi and just go straight through your mobile data.
I don't know if she's on or not, but okay. Yes, popping on YouTube. I love it. Make sure you guys like the YouTube page as well. This is where we will be streaming from now on. But go ahead.
You know what else? Comes? You know what else? Their whole phase comes later in life in a different form. Also, see what I'm talking about is like you said, there's a lighter side and then there's a dark side to the whole phase. I'm talking about the dark side. This is what I'm going to do. So just on some logic for women that might be watching who might say, well, I ain't go through no whole phase. Your whole phase just came later in life if you can't keep a relationship and you jumping from man to man to man. That's a whole phase. That's a whole phase in a different form. Look, that's a whole phase in a different form. The only difference is that you're putting a title. You and your man got a title. But if that shit is lasting 6 months, 3 months, 2 months, or as soon as you out of a relationship, you're right on to a new man, just like that in another relationship. We ain't talking no friends, because we know some people that hop right into relationships.
Right.
That's just a whole phase. That's just a whole phase in a different form. You're just calling it a relationship. You're just calling it a relationship. You're just gonna keep going through you're gonna go through 4 niggas that's a realistic number 2, 3, 4 niggas a year.
So here's my thing. When you say whole phase, to me, I am defining it as, because being a hoe, you're sleeping with multiple people, men and or women alike, right? So this is across the board. We're not just focusing on women right now. So if you're a hoe, you're sleeping with multiple people at the same time. That, like, let's just call it what it is.
No. It don't have to be at the same time. You could be sleeping with you could be sleeping with a lot of people. You could just be sleeping with a lot of people that whole damn year. It ain't got to be the same time.
See, I don't agree with that.
That's a hoe. A hoe ain't just because you sleeping with 2, 3, 4 females at one time. That's just not a hoe.
But if I have 4 relationships in a year, and they're relationships, I met you, I like you, we together, it's me and you.
You're just calling them relationships. That's just a whole phase. That's just a whole phase in another form. Because you got to ask yourself why you can't hold no relationship.
Yeah, but that doesn't make me a hoe.
You just don't want to. Really, you just don't want to. Not you, but just female. You just don't want to be called a hoe, so you're using the word relationship.
Because they're in a whole relationship. They're not.
So you're abusing the word relationship to justify why you're sleeping with him, and whole time you can't hold no relationship. Your relationship is 2 months, and then you're on to the next.
Because it didn't work out. So I can
at some point you have to look at yourself and say, damn, I'm looking like a hoe out here. You can't keep putting relationships on them.
No.
Okay. All right. So let me just make sure I'm right? Because I just want to get to the mind. I'm not a female. I'm not a female, right? So I just want to get into the mind. As long as the word, yeah. But I'm just talking about like from I know a man's whole standpoint. I know what that is. So from a female standpoint, as long as the word relationship is attached to it, it could be 7 niggas, 10 niggas in 1 year, whatever. It's okay. It's not a hoe face.
What women went through 7 relationships?
No, we're just
saying as long as the word long as the word relationship is attached to it, it's okay. Whether it's 4 or 5 niggas a year.
I think it's deeper than just saying I'm in a relationship. But me, no. I'm gonna give you a yes or a no. Yes, because me being in 4 relationships in a year does not mean I'm a hoe. I'm in a whole. I found somebody that I liked. We connected.
3, 6, 9, 12. Listen, them relationships was 90 days apiece. What is you, a 90-day piece?
Listen, but that's the thing. In 90 days, it was like, all right, you know what? This ain't gonna work out.
Nah, true. That's a 90-day hoe. That's a 90-day hoe.
No, a hoe is somebody that's gonna sleep with.
True. That's a 90-day hoe.
That's the difference.
No, that's a 90-day hoe. You're just hoeing different. There's some hoes that's in the closet. There's some hoes that used to walk the strips in Southeast off Bennett Road.
And they sleep with multiple people in a day. That's a hoe.
There's some hoes that got men at home. No, matter of fact, hookers might call it an occupation. They might not call it hoeing. That's what you're doing with the word relationship. God damn it.
No. Because even if that's their occupation, they know that they hoes. That's why they got pimps.
But it's called a occupation. What I'm saying is you're abusing the word relationship. If your relationship is 90 days and you're jumping from man to man to man to man to man, you're just hoeing in a different way.
I don't agree.
I agree with
it's a dark logic, but I'm just saying it to y'all.
I wholeheartedly disagree.
It's a dark logic.
Disagree.
Either that or you're a 90-day fiance.
That's a bomb show too.
No
right,
neck.
Are we hashtagging next topic?
Yeah.
What we got?
Are we hashtagging next topic?
Yeah, let's roll through these topics. So we don't have a joint like next year.
All right, I got a video I want to play. Right?
Oh, shit.
This was not in our list. This is something that literally I just popped up. So sit tight.
Trey, what the?
4 years. Like, why would you not put me on your life insurance policy?
You're not my wife.
But that doesn't mean anything. I've been doing everything for you as if I am your wife. Like,
okay, I understand that, but why would I put you on my life insurance policy? You know.
So who are you putting on there?
My mom, my sister.
Your sister?
Yeah.
Like, come on. Like, your sister haven't been around in 2 years, and you want to put her on.
It doesn't matter. She was here before you.
$1 million life insurance policy.
Yeah.
You want to put your sister. Okay, this don't even make no sense. Like,
so you're going to have my life insurance money then you get with another guy?
It's all,
and you're going to spend it on
so
him?
What? I don't care. Like, it don't even matter at this point. Like, you should put me first in the first place.
Put you first before my kids?
Yes.
You tripping.
I'm really not. So what
you are.
Gonna do?
Keep everything the same on my life insurance policy.
That's what you're not gonna do. We're gonna switch.
I mean, I'll have my mom.
All right, that was the long and short of it. I don't need to play the rest of it. But did y'all understand the premise of what was happening?
Yeah.
All right, they're in a relationship 4 years. He's done his life insurance paperwork and does not put her on as a beneficiary. Thoughts?
She has the right to cheat. I'm dark and twisted tonight, and this is just what it is.
You said grown man. How we?
Yeah, but every topic is making me really dark, and I'm just gonna
Wait,
put the.
How does she have the right to cheat though?
Because he obviously ain't looking at her no type of way. She's doing everything she's supposed to do, and you mean to tell me if you pass away, you don't want that lady taken care of, and she's taking care of you, holding you down like that? Oh, you got to go get you some new penis. So you have the right to cheat on him.
Here's my thing. Fuck cheating. Leave his ass. It's been 4 years. He's not marrying you, and he's not putting you on his life insurance. Why are you still there? Because clearly he's not looking at a future with you. He don't care. No,
because the dark side.
He's not looking for a future with this girl. So real
the
talk,
dark side.
He needs to leave. That is her out.
Well, the dark side is there's some females that will argue that, so what? I don't care about none of that. I just love you for you. I don't care. They don't care about none of that. The dark side of this is, yeah, I wouldn't leave him either. She should just play the game the way she needs to play the game in case he changes his goddamn mind. And then once she's on the policy, just keep cheating.
He's not going to change his mind. That's the problem.
You never know. But if he doesn't change his mind, the way that it's looking right now, she has a pass to cheat.
I think that's a waste of time. What that for her to go out here and cheat versus just
You just go be with somebody else.
Right.
Well, you guys got to think like this too, right? When you first get with somebody, being on their life insurance and all of that shit ain't no guarantee anyway. A lot of niggas ain't even got no health insurance.
Right.
So that's not even something anyway. So for most men to even broach that topic and you give them any type of pushback, what a man will do is twist it. We'll twist that and be like, oh, you looking at me like a dollar sign now. You know what I'm saying? We'll twist it. We'll twist that because she gave pushback like that. Right. That was just her first reaction, which was the correct reaction. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But in reality, if we just talking about love and love itself, none of that matters any goddamn way. Whether I got $1 million or I got $1 from your death because you ain't got that person anyway. But if that was me, I'm cheating.
We know what you're gonna do.
Yes.
We are well versed in the ways of a myth.
Yes.
It's dark
all the way. Just every opportunity.
I like that trace back. There we go. What are you doing, Trey? Yeah. Are you leaving him or you staying?
I'm not staying.
Why? It's just money.
Grown. Like those are real conversations.
It's far beyond the money. But I'm sorry. Go ahead, Trey.
Yeah, like I'm grown. It's not even it's principle, it's purpose. We're not married. If something were to happen, especially if we live together and stuff like that, and we're not married, you need to make sure that I have all the legal ramifications. I should have medical power of attorney. I should have financial power of attorney if something happens to you. I'd be damned if I'm taking care of some grown ass man and his mama or some sister or some homegirl come in and get to dictate if I want to take my man off life support or not. If this house that I've been living in and paying half the bills and the bank can just fucking take from me or somebody else. A will alone, someone can contest. Like I need to be on deeds. I need to have life insurance. Like I need the whole. Like we're not 19 years old here. Like we're grown.
And again, they've been together 4 years.
You don't think that's too early?
Together.
I'm not playing.
Y'all don't think that's too early to put her on all of that?
4 years. First of all,
are they living? They're living together, right? They're living together, right?
I am assuming. I don't know. There's no context that says that.
If they are living together. And I am playing the absolute. There's no question about it.
And that's one of the things she said was, "I do everything as if I'm your wife." And so that rolls into another question of, is that a trap? If you are a man or a woman in a relationship and you are acting as a husband or a wife, how long do you play that role before you require a further commitment, or are you just giving it all up and not really? I don't want to say making a person want to marry you, because the reality of it is a guy knows if he's going to marry you
or not
within the first year. He know if he's going to do something with you.
Either you're marriage material or to him or you're not.
Right. So how long do you sit and play the husband or the wife in this role before you start asking questions, of when we get married, or you guys start talking about those future plans? Because this is why she's in the position she's in right now. It's been 4 years, and that ninja ain't gave you no ring, and he's putting his mama, and I don't know if you caught that, it's been 2 years since the sister's been around. So he put his MIA sister on his life insurance before you.
I have I'll say this, and then I'll shut the fuck up, and y'all could just correct me on this.
Oh, well, yeah, that's it. Mm-hmm.
I have a hard time. First off, when it comes to a husband, you got to find somebody who, and a wife, you got to not find somebody who wants to be married. You got to find somebody who wants to be a husband and a wife. That's two different things.
Yeah.
Two different things. Me personally, I have a hard time, and this is just me personally. This isn't the majority. I have a hard time trying to distinguish what the hell are you giving me in this relationship. What more can you give me in a marriage that I ain't already getting in this relationship. And that's just me personally.
We talked
That's
about
me.
that last week.
You know what I'm saying? That's me personally. So if there's other guys out there that think like that, then you know what I mean? I think 4 years is too early for me, but I don't know what type of love they have.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? When she addressed the kids, that's different. When she talked about the sister, I understand. You know what I'm saying? When you talked about the mama, it depends on if the mama like her or not. There's some people in your family that ain't gonna do right with that money. You know what I'm saying? But if we living together, if we're doing the damn thing for 4 years and we truly in love, then yes, I agree with what you and Trey is saying. Everything needs to be signed over, whatever. But if there's any reserves, which this clearly shows to me as a man looking at it, that he has reserves about her. And for me myself, I'm a person that's like, why the hell, what benefit do I get of marrying you when I feel like I got all of you in this relationship, or I'm getting the max out of you in this relationship? I don't know how more you could step it up. You know what I'm saying?
But that's the thing. And I think that's an issue in a lot of cases where it's that whole why buy the cow when you're getting the milk for free.
Yeah.
But I think it's a catch-22, because how do you know this person is wife or husband material if they don't show you a little bit of that in the relationship?
And how the fuck do you know what a wife or husband material is if you ain't never had a wife or a husband? We just going off of our own perceptions of what we think something is, but that person might have a different perception.
Right.
See, she was like, she holding the whole house down, but to a man, we looking at that like that's what you supposed to fucking do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Wait, that's why I say we live in a world where things are twisted now. We can't really define guidelines in nothing, because everybody has a good counterpoint argument that makes fucking sense.
Right.
But if I'm going to draw a line, we living together 4 years, woo woo woo. Yes, you got all power of attorney. You got all that. That's me.
But I'm telling you, it goes back to the fact that he don't see a future with her, and he's wasting time, just like she's wasting time.
Yeah, well, she might be bad. She might be bad with money. Could be that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But hold on, wait. Because if she's bad with money and he is smart, he can input that money in a trust and break down how money's being distributed, and still leave her and the kids to get whatever they need. But it would be regulated and distributed. If he has businesses, the trust could continue running the business to make sure his family's provided for.
But who becomes the trustee? Because then we're back to this same point of her or her mama.
Well, you can have multiple trustees, right?
Not just that. You can hire an organization to
have an attorney be a trustee. Yeah.
Well.
But y'all know how I feel. All of my sayings for husband and wife come from a biblical sense. So we're just gonna.
I think it's important. I think you need to say that too.
So, like when people say, and I pulled it up to make sure I was right. Proverbs 18, right? A man only receives a certain amount of favor when he does have a wife. Like that accountability, that ability to, when two or more gather and in your name, it's done. Like those type of things, God presents favor to a man once he is wedded. But you also need to be careful who you're marrying, because if that woman is not a Proverbs 31 woman, then you may not get that favor. That woman should be of such high standards. A woman who's fearful of the Lord, a woman of the community, a woman, like it literally gives us the guidelines of what a wife looks like and what a husband looks like. And in those two become favor. In those two, they get showered with blessings. They are able to obtain more. They're able to meet the vision with the purpose. Like there's a whole lot of things that go into that. But if we're just talking about secular wise, then you're right. Everyone's opinions, everyone has an opposite, opinion or fact. But that comes again with being with someone who's aligned with you. Yeah. Being someone who has the same, intent. Like I always say, I don't want to be with a person that does not want to be a husband. You need to want to be a husband before you're my husband. You're not just trying to marry me to please me or to hold me or to keep me. That has to be a desire. You have to desire to be a husband, just like you have to meet a woman who desires to be a wife. Because you also don't want someone just marrying you because they feel like that's the only way they could hold on to you, and they really didn't want that, because then that leads into 5 years resentment, or what am I really getting, or whatever. And you can't marry a man who doesn't have a vision, because if you don't got a vision, then we ain't getting nowhere.
Well, you also got a lot of people that get into marriage for the look, for the ceremony.
Yes.
For the I got the ring, or the I got him. You know what I'm saying? That's how you get a lot of military marriages, though.
Well, they marry for the benefits.
Well, and there's also, I was about to say, for military wise, there's a whole bunch of different.
It's a lot of that, but you get a lot of that don't last. You know what I'm saying? Like in this situation,
for the wrong reasons.
Yeah, you know, not the shit a high percentage of the time. You know what I mean? But like
a lot of wonderful people get married because for business antics and stuff too.
Listen, I was about to marry Trey. Tell him.
That's a whole nother.
Yeah, we were about to get married so she could have a baby, because
we was about to work and twerk this thing, because she was about to be my whole wife on paper.
I mean, to each his own. However y'all want to run the scam for a child. You feel me? For the benefits.
Well, I do love her. I feel like our marriage would last. If we got married, we would probably be together. She would have her side dudes. I would have my side. We would be very happy. I would cook. She would clean.
I do laundry because I love doing laundry. Like it could work. It could work.
I know it wouldn't work.
What? You said it wouldn't work?
I know it wouldn't work. No, it just wouldn't. I just know it. Because Trey ain't go through her whole phase. For one.
Oh my, we are not back to this.
For two. For two, okay, check me out.
He does not need to go through the whole phase.
All right, so walk with me here. When True comes out of that bedroom dressed as Macaroni Tony and tells you to get down and lay down, what are you gonna do?
That's not. We don't have that kind of marriage.
I was about to say I said married on paper. We did not say we about to marry and go through all of the marital antics of.
Well, my bad.
We said for the baby, we would say married.
You know what? So that's his whole sick vision of two women. Because, sir, no, we said married on paper.
Hashtag next topic.
Next topic.
Jesus. All right, let's see. Okay, so yo.
Well, what's she for?
Me?
Yes, you just up and disappear. Listen, okay, so similar to kind of what we just talked about, here's a good question that was sent in to us. Can you date or should you date someone who is not healed? And that could be healed from childhood trauma, healed from past relationship, just broken within themselves. Should that person be dating, and should people date that person?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why or why not?
What's that old saying? Like a broken mirror would never reflect the same. Something like that.
To get over an old man, you get under a new one.
No. That's sickening.
That's the same concept.
No. You know how you piece together a broken mirror, it'll reflect, but it won't reflect the same. That's just like dating a broken person. Dating a broken person can date and is dateable for another person that has patience, that's been there. Okay. Now, two broken people cannot deal with each other. They cannot. Somebody has to be whole to be able to say, hey, I understand, but this is what I did to get over it, or to give other alternatives. You cannot have two broken people still wondering, because when you're broken is / what if. That's what broken is. Broken is / what if. What if I would have did this? What we could have done differently, and because you're not willing to you're not willing to accept that hurt. That's what a broken person is. You got your heart broken. You still trying to figure out what you could have done. How the fuck did he or she leave me? Woo, 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 woo. A healed person is someone who's accept that it didn't work out. They see the rights and the wrongs, and they're healing themselves. You know what I'm saying? Not just by jumping to another person, they're healing themselves. So somebody who's healed, got to be able to date somebody that's broken, because they got to be able to understand and internalize that hurt, but also be able to help them through it. Two broken people just can't date each other.
Okay. Trey, what you think?
I don't think that anyone's ever healed.
Why not?
Really?
That's crazy talk.
Consistently, we go through things in our lives, and there's always stuff that comes up. Now, I think you learn how to use tools and resources to navigate life better, but I don't think you're ever truly 100% healed. There's always something, whether you react to it, whether you don't know how to navigate it, are all different things. But I don't think I have came across anyone who is fully healed, fully whole, has nothing else to work on, completely over everything that's ever happened to them. Because I think it's continuous, like it's an ongoing journey. You just learn how to navigate and how to maybe even a little compartmentalize, right? Like I'll deal with this now, or I'll deal with this later, or like learning like how to accept people. Like, you can't get rid of your mom or your sister or whatever. So learning how to say, you know what, I'm just going to take a break and protect myself from here. But I don't think you're ever fully 100% healed. So,
but are they okay? So if nobody's ever 100% healed, why is anybody dating then? Or what makes you dateable?
No, I'm saying that people can still date. I'm saying I don't think anyone's ever 100% healed.
Why do you feel that way?
Because it's a continuous. Have you met someone that was 100% healed from everything that they've ever been through in life? Because if that's the case, the stuff that's coming, there's still things that are coming.
Wait, pause.
I met myself.
I'm out. Flag on the play. Ninja, you trying to say you're 100% healed from everything you've been through?
I've met myself.
I disagree.
I met
don't
myself.
agree with that either. Meeting yourself and being 100% are not the same.
Healed.
Your actions show us that you're not 100%.
And that is a friend to a friend.
You know what my actions show you? My actions show you that I live very shallow with people because we live in a shallow world. I don't need to get deep. I don't need to see, me personally, and this is just me personally, I don't really get deep with people because we don't go that far anyway.
Okay,
we never really go that far. I don't show and I'll be honest with you, and I will completely show my whole hand. I never show all of the cards that I'm dealt. I never give 100% of myself to anybody. I never do.
That's not what we're saying.
No. But that comes with being healed. My actions is just me because I feel like I'm jaded because I see patterns. People are creatures of, I see patterns. I see where shit goes, and I don't act naive for love, or I don't act naive for friendship. You know what I'm saying?
We're not just talking about that though.
That's my outlook on. You know what I'm saying? Like I understand y'all, but I'm telling about that's my outlook on life and why I operate the way I operate.
Oh, I get you, but I can tell you right now, true that you're not 100% healed.
But I'm telling you why I operate the way I operate.
No.
But if I hopped in a relationship, but if I hopped in a relationship, and let's just say it was like 4 years, 5 years, 6 years, 7 years, 8 years, 10 years, y'all would say he's healed. I just don't care to. I don't care to hop in one.
I don't think you would still be healed. That's literally what I said.
Yeah, that's what she's saying.
There's no way people don't heal.
I didn't say that people do not ever heal. I said there's at no point anyone who is 100% healed.
I think people do.
Yeah, I do too.
I don't think people ever get it. It's impossible because life is ever changing. There's always something here.
Yeah, but just because something happens to
it doesn't hurt you.
I don't think that means it breaks them.
Yeah,
I'm not saying broken either.
Yeah, but if
you're 100% healed, you're saying you're 100% perfect. You have navigated and accepted, and you can. That's how I take it.
Oh, see, no. I think me and True is kind of talking about
I'm always sitting when we're talking about healing and relationships and peace. I'm sitting in a biblical sense. Like you are never, you'll never get there. Hopefully, when you finally get to the pearly white gates, you'll understand and you can see past life and have a better understanding. But I don't think you'll ever be there because life is ever changing. You're always growing.
I get what you. Okay. I could. You know what I mean? I could get with that. I think that me and True was talking about a deeper sense of maybe past relationships or maybe some family trauma that broke you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you can get past
We
it.
might be talking about trauma. We might be talking about PTSD. We might be talking about a love that made you change the way you love and you don't love peer.
Yeah, or you got
That's what
mother,
you can
you
say.
got mommy issues, you got
Yeah,
daddy issues, stuff like
that might be what we, you know what I'm saying? What we're talking about on that end. That biblical, y'all know I walk a real biblical and science. I don't really get into it. I'm not really too well versed into the Bible. I feel like people pick and choose parts out of the Bible to live by
I
when it
agree with
comes
that
to
too.
them. So I don't touch it. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
don't touch it. But
to answer
yeah,
the question, should a broken person be dating? Yes. When I was studying my clinical psychology course, they actually talk about how it's healthy when you're in a relationship and you haven't fully healed. It brings up room to grow. Sometimes you need someone else to see. You have to be triggered by certain things to realize that you're not over that, and it allows you in a safe place. If you have a good partner, like you said, someone who's patient, has grace, and all those other things, allows you to be able to move past it. So yes, I agree with you.
Okay,
I
and
think
y'all are very quiet in the comments. Last week we was jumping with the comments, but y'all are quiet, and I want to
Because
know
this is
what you guys
touchy
think.
feely. Last
Is
week
it
we were
touchy
good.
feely?
Yeah.
Really? So okay, so then
Hashtag next topic.
I was gonna say, so should we get into a wet and wild because we're at the 8:22
Yep.
mark right now?
yeah.
Okay, so here's a question, and I don't know if this. Yeah, so here's a question: why is it so important for a man, or why do men focus on women coming and not the whole experience? Does that make sense? Does my question make sense? Like, why is that a thing? Like, how come men can't be happy with the fact that the woman is happy with the whole experience versus I just want you to bust a nut? Like, why? What is that about? And this is holistically probably an A-miss question.
Yeah, I can't answer that.
People want to know.
I'm sorry. Sidebar. My daughter had texted me. I'm sorry, y'all, about
As
getting
I'm
her
asking
ears
this
pierced.
question.
Yeah. Yeah. So you're asking me. My daughter texted me about getting her ears pierced, and she is on my head about it. Okay. So let me get the question again. Why is a man worried about more about busting a nut versus the whole experience?
Yeah, like it seems like men focus a lot on making sure, and I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but making sure the woman comes, right? But
Mhm.
to the woman, it may be like, I care about the experience. I don't always got to bust a nut. What, like, why? Because I've heard this actually from several women where it's like their men is so laser focused on them busting a nut. The woman is like, yo, you forgot like foreplay. You forgot to kiss me. Like, you forgot all of these things because you so focused on me busting a nut.
But ain't that like a part of them? Man, hold, pause. Is foreplay even a thing anymore?
I think so. Yeah. And because we talked about this, remember, foreplay can come in. Foreplay can start at 3:00, and we over here sexy texting, and then when I get home, we busting it down. So
Yeah,
foreplay
you bent
doesn't
me over
have to be.
the sofa.
Yeah, foreplay doesn't have to be, oh, I'm walking in, you taking off my clothes, you stroking my. It don't got to be all of that. Foreplay can come in many different forms.
Like getting head.
What?
So you're saying the man be so laser focused on just
Making
her.
the chick busting it instead of enjoying the act.
moment, the experience.
Right.
It's probably because we done did this moment 1,000 times. This is nothing special.
I can't stand you. It don't gotta always be special. It don't always gotta be fireworks.
Yeah.
You guys pose a challenging question.
Yeah, because it is slow. You are slow answering this. But this is interesting because men and women have different agendas and goals when it comes to what they're there for sex for.
Because never in my mind has it crossed my mind for her to get hers. I always felt like that'd just come in the midst of the act. I never felt like I had to set out and say, I got to do this, 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 and this. I always felt like
Selfish.
it'll come.
Says, you selfish. Because that's the first time that I've heard a man kind of say that. Most of the time, men want the chick to come first because they're like, oh, I can come anytime. So that's interesting that you say that, selfish.
No, because I guess in my head, I'm not sitting here like, yo, I got to make sure I do this, I do that. No. We're just going to get to it. We're going to adjust because, sex ain't always the same every time. The mood, how a person wants it, how something. So to come in there with a game plan, to me, it just doesn't work. You know what I'm saying? Because she might not want that. That foreplay, she might want to get manhandled. You know what I'm saying? Right. So that's what I mean by I don't never come in with a game plan saying I got to do this. I feel like, yo, we're going to get to it. I'm going to feel your mood. I'm going to feel what you like, what you don't like. And then I'm going to adjust from there. And you're going to get yours that way. And hopefully, if it's really like that, then we just both come at the same time. Now that's when you in sync, when y'all come at the same time.
Yeah.
But to set out and be like, oh, I gotta make sure she get hers, and then I know I could do me at any time, is like, that's too much thinking, my boy.
Well, a lot of people apparently think like this.
That's 40 and up.
No, that's not true. 2 people I know are in their 30s.
Late or early 30s?
Early 30s, like 35 and younger.
35 and younger. And you mean to tell me that they were like, yo, we just thinking about her getting hers because I could come anytime I want?
It's not necessarily that that's all I'm thinking about, but it's like, it's important to me that happens every time while we're in this act. And my thing is, sometimes we got time for a 20-minute quickie, a 15-minute quickie. Not everybody gonna bust a nut. Like let 10 quick pumps and let's go about our day.
Yeah, so I don't understand. That's what I'm saying. I'm just keeping it a reality based. We ain't got time for all of that, my boy. You got it. Yes. You know what I mean? You wasting time for real. You wasting time. She just might want to get grabbed up. Kids probably gonna wake up or something to hit the door. You feel me? You ain't got time for that. So for men that be saying that or whatever, stop pandering. Cause y'all know we don't be going in there like that.
Listen,
we do the same moves every time. And we finish the same way.
Not always.
And if you do something different, she's gonna start to question you.
That's not true, and don't you start that nonsense. He said that last year.
Don't get people like that.
Hey, somebody in the comments say men want to finish and women want to feel. I want both.
You want to finish and feel?
Yeah. What you? I can't make myself come just because I'm here.
Why do you think women don't want to finish?
Look, I done did this shit 1,000 times. I need to feel.
Oh, we know.
2,000 to be exact. Nah.
We know. We know.
I just saying, man. Some people, man, I can't even drink my goddamn drink. Some people, man. For some people, sex is an emotional thing. For some people, it's just this is what the hell we supposed to be doing type of deal.
Right. No, yeah, I get it.
Men tend to straddle that line sometimes, but one thing about it is the best sex is somebody that you like, that you vibe with, no matter what, whether it's a quickie, whether it's whatever. If y'all vibe with each other on the same emotional wavelength, that shit going. You ain't gotta wait or make sure she get hers. No, my boy, that thing it's gonna do what it do.
Right. Yeah. No, I got you. I got you.
Yeah.
Well, guess what, good people? It is 8:30. This hour and a half went by hella quick. So I will make it optional if you guys want to continue. Maybe get 1 or 2 more questions in.
That's an hour.
It's only been an hour.
It's an hour. You got till 9.
7:30. Oh, we go till 9? Oh,
yeah.
Oh, my bad.
Oh,
boy, what you off an edible?
Obviously.
She ready to go to sleep.
Hey, Trey,
she ready to go to sleep.
No, it wasn't even that. For some reason,
you got company coming over or something?
No,
I'm trying to rush us off.
I don't know. I saw something that was 6 foot walk past you in the background. I didn't want to say nothing.
He is not here. Thank you.
I said, who the hell is 6 foot walking past 175.
Sixfold, get your life.
Good
Don't,
God.
don't forget the other
What
stuff.
else? What
Why
other
are we
questions
talking
you got?
about this right now? All right.
What other questions you got? What other questions you got?
I'm going to throw this question out and I need to hop off the screen for 2 seconds and I'll be back. So here's a question. Should you remain friends with your ex after you guys break up?
Yes.
Oh, hell, I'll be right back.
Why not? Troy, what you think?
If y'all ain't got no kids together, why y'all still kicking it?
For sure. Only way you even still be kicking it or being friends like that if you think about bringing that thing back around.
Yep.
So like you arguing with your man, I might be arguing with my female. Only thing we're gonna do is talk about them.
Yep.
So I'm all for it.
Of course.
I don't. I think it just depends. It depends on what the plan is. You only keep exes around if you need to spin the block.
Yeah, that's how I feel. Like
that's how I feel too.
That's
if
how
y'all
I
ain't
feel.
got no kids, what we got to talk about? Obviously, it ain't fucking work. You suck.
And I'm gonna be real too, man. And I say this, and I really mean it, man. For I know people watch this podcast too. If you one of my exes, man, when I break up with you, and I don't deal with you, my mama ain't gonna deal with you. My sister don't deal with you. You done broke up with them too. Stop keeping them people family around, still tagging them in Facebook memories and shit. They don't know. Mamas and the women that they sons bring around, they love every single one of them. Because it's who their son been brought around. Mm-hmm. Stop tagging these folk and acting like y'all still cool. Oh, me and his sister still tight. No. Sisters are just loving.
I think that's weird as fuck.
Yeah, but people don't know how to move on though. People don't be knowing how to really let go. You know what I'm saying? So when you cool with an ex for real, or say you just cool with a baby mother, there's always a connection. Being cool with a baby mother to a certain point is a no-go because there's always a connection right there, especially if you gave that one their first child or something. And say y'all cool, but y'all cool without boundaries.
But I think that's I think that's different. I don't think you can lump or loop baby mothers and baby fathers into that should you be friends, because you don't have a choice. Like, yes, honestly,
you could be you could be a good co-parent and not be friends.
Yes,
there it is. Saying we going out drinking friends, but I think there needs to be a level of friendship to where we can have a conversation void of emotion for the betterment of that child.
But that's a co-parent. That's not.
That's a co-parent. That's not a friend. That's
just
a co-parent.
Like you have colleagues that are not friends.
Like if a nigga whooping your ass, you don't call me for that.
Yeah.
That's just on you.
Whoa. Hold up.
Right. I was like, first of all, I call my baby daddies to fix my car. So
is that nigga good with cars?
Yes.
Well, he's a mechanic.
Then you supposed to call him. He's a fucking mechanic.
So
but
he's
that's different. That's not. Hold up. But his point is,
your daughter rides in my car.
He's a mechanic.
He's a mechanic.
That's different.
It's not like you're calling. It's not like he works at Foot Locker and you're calling him about the car.
Yeah.
Okay, so because of the convenience that it makes sense, that's why? Not because we friends?
Yeah.
There's a difference between having a healthy co-parent relationship and having a friend. A friend is who you could call, like, that man shouldn't be calling you at 1 o'clock in the morning to vent about what happened during his day.
Yeah.
True.
And if he sold shoes,
going kicking it, having beers and shit without your kids and hanging out and all that other stuff. Like
that's weird
cool.
shit.
And if he can't be cool with you having another man around, that's a whole nother issue. Because if we're friends, right? Friends should be okay. I should be able to go hang out with my friend and their man.
So, especially if you look like something.
But what if you were friends with them before the relationship?
It don't matter.
You change the dynamics. The dynamics change. The dynamics change. I could go hang with any of my baby mothers. I just won't go hang with them because there's no clear boundaries on that. You know what I'm saying? That's open season.
I'm about to put you out there. I want to put you out there so bad, but I'm not going to.
You see me laughing with these faces, right? No, I think she's talking about me.
I'm talking about her.
Because here's the thing. I agree, but don't agree, right? Because I am friends with some of my exes, and we are friends. There's no spinning the block. It is like everybody
If
knows.
you offered any of those men pussy right now, they're taking it. So
They're
shut the
taking it.
That's any man. See, I don't think
No.
that logic
No.
That's
There's
not any
I
man.
have baby mothers I won't touch. You hear me?
I hear
That's
you,
a
but
no-go.
the majority of men
No-go.
is they gonna stick their dick in whatever. So
You got me on that one.
yeah, I know. So that's what I'm saying. That logic to me doesn't really work.
Yeah,
Now,
it does work though.
Here's my
Hold on,
question.
hold on. Now, the second part of my statement is, although I am friends with some of my exes, I am not comfortable with someone that I'm dating being friends with their ex. So go figure that out.
You're a hypocrite.
Yeah,
absolutely.
you're a narcissist.
But here's my
Listen.
question.
You're
Though.
a self-centered SOB.
What's good for me is not good for you. Let that be known. That's how I roll.
What is the purpose that these men serve? Like, why do you need to have? There's all these people around, and you need to keep them as your friend. Why?
I don't need to. It just happened to be so. We broke up.
So you call. Hold on. Let me get this straight. So you call these men when you're
I don't call them.
Listen.
They call me.
And you talk to them about everything you would talk to me about. You talk to them about what's going on with your man. You
know she be talking. You know she be talking.
I don't. First of all, because there are boundaries that I set. So no, I don't talk to.
You go hang out with these people
about.
You go hang out with these people.
I don't hang out with them, but if they call and we cool, I'm picking up and we'll catch up, and that'll be into that.
So
what are y'all catching up for?
Are you and these men hanging out with you and your new dudes?
Here's the thing: if they wanted to, and he was okay with it, yes, I would invite them.
What are y'all catching up for? You ain't no fucking sandwich.
I don't know.
I
You don't put ketchup on a sandwich, smart ass.
Trey, that shit is weird, Trey, and I don't understand it. It's always do you have attachment issues that we need to talk about?
Obviously she does.
I don't have attachment issues because I ain't got a problem cutting a nigga off.
Yes, clearly you do.
I feel like my friends have to serve me a purpose. Now, they could be associates, but I don't consider those friends. If you don't call me, I don't call you. We're not hanging out, getting beers, partying. I'm not at your kids' fucking birthday parties and shit. We're not friends.
Okay.
Yeah.
So my exes can be associates and not friends?
Yes,
there's a difference. Because that's you being cordial.
Yeah.
Oh, well,
nigga, what is you calling for?
Cordial is different than friends.
Yeah. It's like nigga, what you calling for? If one of my exes hit me up, I'd be like, yo, what's up? What's this for?
What you need?
You either bringing that bird or what?
Look, I just texted an ex and was like, hey, we're live on YouTube.
What that mean?
Exactly. Don't mean nothing.
That's on your end.
People to watch
but that's on your
show.
end, though.
That's
on your end.
I want people to watch the show. Well, I told you what I do, other people can't do. So that's the reality. I'm special.
Anyways, next topic.
Ooh, shit me. What's the other topic? What's the other topic, man?
Okay, remember
I don't personally do the X and the you know what I mean? I don't personally do the joints unless they try to spin the block and bring that thing back.
Anybody spin no
I don't know. I don't find a purpose in it. Like you're not giving anything to me. Like I need my friends to have mutual benefit.
More views
but it is tax time though, so I love them all.
What your exes do for you tax time?
I don't know. I'm trying to see what's going on.
Okay. Next topic.
I'm trying to see what's going on here.
All right. So here's the question. How do you protect your relationship? Like, right? How do you protect the relationship that you have with your significant other? Should you be sharing intimate things with your friends, your family, your best friend? And then this is a two-part question, especially of a mutual friend, not a mutual friend, a friend of the opposite sex that is legitimately a friend, not an ex, not a, So how do you protect your relationship, but still keep your sanity with, because sometimes we talk to our friends about, hey, am I tripping? This is what happens. Or let me tell you what he did. Should I take that some kind of way? Sometimes you need that external voice to be like, yeah, bitch, you tripping. Go apologize.
I would like to hand this off to Trey Bay.
First.
Yeah.
First and foremost, know your friends. You don't tell your business to every friend and everybody.
True.
Secondly, you don't get advice from bitter bitches who are single and don't have no man. You get advice from people who you're trying to be. So if I'm having relationship problems, I'm going to find someone who I know in a successful relationship who done overcame some things to talk about my problems. Thirdly,
I'm opposite.
You don't go to no, yeah, like, because you got to be careful, because your bitter friends, them girls who are lonely, they start over just blah, 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 blah. And you have to be cautious with your family, because that person makes up to you. It doesn't make up to your mama or your daddy. So you have to be careful. So I have my people, my select people. And I don't think it's just with, intimate relationships. I do that with everybody. I only talk to certain people about finances. I only talk to certain people about where I'm trying to get in my life. I only talk to certain people about my relationship. You got to pick your areas of guidance wisely, because not everybody has your best interest at heart. And sometimes it's subconscious. People aren't even aware that they're pouring their toxic bitterness, I'm not over this shit, into you.
Right.
But that's it. That's all I got.
I don't separate my friends, and I'll be honest with y'all, because my circle is very small, and I don't have time in my life I should be able to come to you about any and everything, right? So when you talk about protecting a relationship, this is just where my mind goes. First and foremost, you got to date somebody that's not just loving you in private, but embarrassing you in public. That's one. I know a lot of people that are love and post they females and shit, but they females is never out with them, and they be in the clubs and I ain't even going there. So, I feel like if you're angry and you're mad, I'm opposite of Trey. If you're angry and you're mad, you need to go talk to other angry and mad bitches. I feel like if you're married and you're going through marriage problems, you need to go talk to other married bitches.
Agree with that.
If you're single and having man problems, you need to go talk to other single bitches. There's no way a married female should be talking to no single bitch who ain't found no man yet, going through man problems, trying to figure out why he ain't acting right. You ain't there yet. You still got your ring. See, that's the difference. Not every female.
You don't agree with me?
No, I'm opposite of you. I feel like married people should talk to married people, single people should talk to single people, and bitter bitches should talk to bitter bitches.
What about the men? Can you say bitter?
Same way with men. I'll keep it 100. Same way with men. There's no way a married man, even if your homeboy is single, my nigga, you better go talk to a counselor. You better go hop in a church or a pastor. What you talking to him for? He don't understand.
That's his homeboy.
He don't understand. He can still be the homeboy, but him and her that are single and say you're married don't understand those vows. They don't understand the emotion. They don't understand the cost of the wedding. They don't understand none of it.
I'm still confused. But what you're saying, so a person with married problems should go to a single person?
No, he's saying should not.
Should not. They should only go to other married people.
That's what I said.
Oh, then all right, cool. We right here. So let me keep it moving.
If I'm single, then I could get advice from whatever. But if I'm dating, I want to get advice from someone else who is dating, who's maybe a few steps ahead of me. If I'm married, I'm going to go to a married person who's a few steps
cool.
ahead.
Yeah.
Okay.
For sure.
We're here.
For sure. So like, that's how I feel about the shit. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel like. But really, you could talk to people till they blue in the face. That don't mean that you put in your relationship or you compromise in your relationship unless you got a friend and you do have people that don't want somebody.
Your ex is true, who trying to spin the block.
But look,
that's not what I said.
But I'm saying though, sometimes you got people that don't want that other person until you got them. So when you talk about, what I mean is sometimes you can have homegirls and girlfriends and shit that are single that's looking at your man or looking at or the homeboys for sure looking at your girl because you're talking about what your girl done did last night. Oh, she came in with the lingerie. So now when he come around, he low key fantasizing.
Right.
Or she's looking at your man like, man, True ain't holding that thing down like I could, or Trey, you know what I'm saying? So looking at him like, because she knows the inner works. Right. So that's what you gotta be careful with that, but that still falls on your partner because it still takes two people to fuck anyway. So
there needs to be boundaries about what you go to your friends with. I
I don't really think so. If there's boundaries with your friends, they just shouldn't be your goddamn friends. That's me. That's me. My friends is trusted.
Okay,
My
but
friends
that
are
okay. And so let me say, I think there does need to be somewhat boundaries, right? Take me, for example. I am that friend that can go from hot to cold. So you call me and you angry and you like this nigga, this, and this. Bitch, let's pull up. Like, my first instinct is, oh, we about to fuck him up. Now, you call me and you're a little calm. But if you call me and you're calm and you're like, okay, let me explain the situation, then I'm going to give you possibly another perspective. But if you call me hype, like, we got to make some moves for grabbing my tins that I'm leaving.
But like, if you're my friend, I know what type of friend you are anyway.
Yep.
Right. But that's what I'm saying. So that's where the boundaries come in, and how you tell your friend a certain thing, or when you tell them, or what you tell them.
No, because when I call you, I expect
I'm
you
ready
to
to go.
like, let's go pull up.
Right.
Yeah,
because you're calling me for that reason, though. You're not calling me for rationale. But you have moments where you call me and you really want me to listen. So
we say that.
No, you can listen on the way to us pulling up.
Huh?
You can listen on the way to us pulling up.
True that.
You know what I'm saying? Like, really, the only way to protect your relationship, like I said, you got to get somebody that's not embarrassing you in public and just loving you in private. That's the only way you're going to protect your relationship. Outside, if your bond is strong enough, outside people can't penetrate that shit anyway. That love shit is strong, dog. That shit's strong. You know what I mean? When you taking vows and they doing the drum with the chord and the infinity, you know what I'm saying? That shit is strong.
I agree.
You know what I mean? So if outside people can affect your relationship, man, fuck that. That's just an excuse. Yeah. Y'all not that tight anyway. You shouldn't even bring that shit home. Oh, I heard this about you. Women intuition give you all you need anyway. That shit right 99% of the time any goddamn way.
You are not wrong about that.
I see the grown man. I see it.
Let's talk about some dark shit.
Time to switch gears.
I don't like it.
You said this is what you were doing today. I'm trying to go so much in here. So here's one thing that a friend of mine said. It was talking about ghosting, right? Like ghosting people. And so somebody was saying to me that they feel like, if you have to ghost somebody, it's a punk ass move. So the question kind of what comes down to is, let's say you're talking to somebody, you're not feeling them. Do you owe that person an explanation, or can I just fucking ghost you and be okay with that?
You could be okay with it and just ghost them.
I think so too.
Yeah.
I think so too. Especially if I feel like we really aren't like going to go nowhere. Like, nigga, I don't owe you anything. And maybe the human side of it is, okay, I could at least say, hey, it ain't going to work. But here's what I found, right, in dating. But here's what I found. Motherfuckers don't accept that. You could say to somebody, like, listen, hey, it's been a month and a half. We've been hanging out, but, I'm not really feeling this. And then it becomes why? And then they still call you like, nigga, I just told you we weren't talking no more. So this is where ghosting, I think, becomes necessary, because most folks don't know how to accept the rejection or accept the fact that I ain't feeling you. I'm not the one for you. You ain't the one for me.
There's a lot of people that can't accept that because they're not used to rejection, though. There's some people that just not used to rejection, you know what I mean? And I won't fault them for that, because they're usually they're used to being the one that got done wrong or doing the ghosting, you know what I'm saying? So, but for me, I'm a little bit petty also. So, I unfriend people in the middle of the night so they don't notice until they wake up. So, yeah.
Nah, man, say it with your chest. Unfriend them while you talking to them.
I'd rather wait till like 1, 2, 3 in the morning and clean up my friends list so they don't see it unless they like see me liking the status or something. I don't want to face the guilt of seeing their picture.
Oh, but you shouldn't feel guilty. Like, nigga, if we done or I'm over it, I should be able to do that and erase you without feeling some kind of way.
Yeah, but it's better to ghost sometimes, because you have people that if you do try to give them conversation, they'll give you a reason why. They'll give you like some bullshit reason of something else you got going on other than you not really liking them or something. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes it is better to ghost because you just don't want to hear that shit. You know what I mean?
Right.
Look, this is what I feel. I'm standing on that. I'm ghosting you, and sometimes I just don't want to explain it.
Keep going back and forth. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to. Don't tell me about if there's another bitch or whatever. Like, don't nobody want to hear that shit. I don't want to talk to you no more.
But I don't think you have to break up, or not break up, but just like end something with somebody by saying, "Oh, it's somebody else." Nah, you just not for me. I know what's for me, and you not it.
Yeah, but
what's so wrong with that?
That's a crutch for some people, though, is that they want to hear that it's somebody else versus you just became uninterested in them. You know what I'm saying?
They feel like, there's nothing wrong with them. So
how
could you not interested
it's more palatable.
And I think it's very different. Like, if we were just talking, I realize this ain't going nowhere. I'm not obligated to continue talking to you. But like, if you were engaged and you just go to somebody, that's a whole different.
Yeah, that's different.
That's different. But if we just kind of kicking it, I just got your information and the vibe ain't right. Like, what do you want me to say? I don't have any reason besides that we just now vibing. So it's really nothing to say.
Yeah, I feel like if y'all was fucking though, I do feel like y'all should fuck one more time before it's over.
Anyways,
why?
Hashtag next topic.
Well, that's a waste of my body counts. Why?
Just to get that out,
my numbers.
Just to get that out your system. So both people can leave on a good foot.
No, if I'm deciding that we done, I don't need to come back. We done.
Yeah,
that's a waste. That's a waste of 15, 20 minutes.
I've been to text you what you doing and why you feel that way. From one of them app numbers.
Look, let me show up so we can talk about it. No.
That number we wanted to enjoy be saying +1 606 something stupid.
I hate you.
Oh shit, man. What else y'all got? Y'all got anything else, or we want to closing it out?
She should have something else.
No, I think that's all though. I think
that is not all.
Oh, that's not all. Yeah, but we got 8 minutes left, and I don't even know if we can even get to it. These mother effing passport boys, this passport boy movement bullshit.
Yeah, I'm a fan of that.
I know you are, but you full of nonsense, so it makes sense.
I'm mad that they called it passport boys when I did that shit last year. And remember, I went on our pod and I talked about black men dating outside the race and shit like that. They just took it to another level and went to another country. Y'all know who started that and who said that first. That's last year content. But I'm all for that passport boy shit. I really feel like, and I'll just put this on record, man. Black men, like I said before, we already lost the war. I feel like black women is feeling it also about the war being lost, but also feel like there's a new resurgence I also feel like there's a new resurgence in black women and men, though. That's just me. That's what I'm seeing. I feel like there's a resurgence. I feel like there's a resurgence in black women and men. I feel like there's more information being shared. I feel like there's more understanding that's going on now. If you're paying attention to the conversations that's on social media now, we are now going from bashing to understanding. And that's what makes us fucking dangerous. So I went from saying that we're at war. I said the black men lost the war, but I also think the black women is feeling it. And now with the information that's being shared, I think both sides is being more compassionate and sharing more information. And I think we ready to get this shit together for real. That's what I see anyway.
Okay. I would hope that would be the case, and that, because we talk about the war that has happened and that's going on. And I think that, because I always ask, how do we solve the problem? How do we fix it? We're quick to say, oh, there's this disconnect, that disconnect, but no one's presenting solutions on how we bring black women and black men together for the betterment of our future as a whole. So, but here's the nonsense with the passport boys, and I'm trying to find a video. It's gone. I knew it was going to be gone, and I meant to save it to my phone. Of course, I wonder if it's in my.
I'm about to give me a passport boys hoodie.
Fuck out of here. Let me tell you something.
Yeah, I'm all for that. Give me an Iggy Azalea.
So for those who don't know that's watching this show, here is, because they have a whole website. So I did my digging. They have a whole mother effing website with a definition of what a passport boy is. So passport boys, and the movement behind it, are men who understand that Western women have drunk the Kool-Aid past the point of no return. Passport boys take their passports to Oh, they got their passports to enjoy happiness and peace with fit, friendly, foreign women who restore the natural balance between feminine and masculine energy.
Yup.
Fuck out of here. Fuck
I
out of
said this last year, and I have to stand on it. Even though I see the trend that's happening, I see the trend because I'm paying attention to conversations that's happening on the net. You know what I'm saying? And we got to partly credit Kevin Samuels for those conversations, bro. He cracked the egg for that shit, for all of this information to be shared, for black men and women to even start talking like we're talking now. That wasn't a thing till Kevin Samuels came around. We got to keep it 100. Okay. Like, we have to be, rest in peace. We have to keep it honest, bro. The shit that he was doing was so powerful, we just overlooked it anyway.
Because of the nonsense he kept spewing. So it was
but there's no other way. There's no other way in this content world, in this media shit. There's no other way to make you understand sometimes, but to give it to you in a bullshit way. And that's how I gotta grab your attention. But if you peek through the bullshit and you go through the weeds, you can see the gold. You can get this, like following a goddamn rainbow. You know what I'm saying? It's just trying to get to the gold at the end. Passport boys, I have to stand on it because I said that shit last year before I knew it.
There's a different way to do it. This is what they said. We are going to other countries to find women that are fit and friendly. That's some weak ass man shit. I
don't think so.
This on the other show that we were on.
I don't think so.
I do think so. They want the submissive woman who looks a kind of way, that's going to do whatever they say, and that's not going to question it, while they are out here being weak-ass men. And this is why I say that. One of these passport boys, and this is why I can't find the video because it's gone. One of the passport boys went to the Dominican Republic. He then goes on whatever live, and he is asking his followers to cash app him. Why? Because his ass is stranded in the airport because he missed his flight and doesn't have money to pay the airport whatever he needs for another flight. So, nigga, you're weak. You ain't got money to get the fuck home, but you over here flashing $50 because, let's keep it real, $50 to these foreign women is a whole lot of money.
Yeah, they don't know what cost of living is here.
There's a whole lot, right? Because the cost of living over there is cheaper. Your ass over there flaunting with $100 in your pocket, thinking you doing something, and can't get the fuck home. And you know good and well if you tried that shit here, it's not gonna fly because that money is not shit. And you probably have nothing else going for you other than the fact that you got a couple bucks and you can go to a foreign country and make yourself look a kind of way. That is why I say that's some weak ass bullshit.
Shout out to my Dominican, Eritrean guys. You know what I mean?
And you know I'm right.
Frederick, Maryland, Silver Spring. Y'all already know. You know what I'm saying? To my peoples out there that I know.
Go ahead and deflect it.
I will say this. That sounds like he had a great fucking time in the DR.
Don't matter. His ass can't get home. Now he on Instagram begging.
For two. I think the point that's being missed, and we could touch it next. We could touch it next joint to really deep dive into it. Matter of fact, we start off the next pod with that to deep dive into it. So I'll say this, and then I just want to save it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Until next joint.
Yep, because it's 9 o'clock.
It's a cultural difference. It's a huge cultural difference. And when they say black women drunk the Kool-Aid, sometimes you got to say it in a fucked up way to grab the attention. Black women have drunk that Kool-Aid from House Party 1. Y'all drunk it. Y'all drunk that motherfucker.
What the fuck does House Party 1 have to deal with?
When he put all that sugar in the Kool-Aid and shit, y'all have drunk this shit that TikTok and society then told y'all what y'all gotta be. Y'all done adopted the manhood. It has changed the culture. But not just passport boys. There's a lot of men in the closet that support that shit that they're doing. And that just don't want to come out and say it because they might be married or in relationships. So I will say this just about black women in a whole from a man's perspective of I got to stand on what I got to stand on, y'all. I got to be honest, right? That's only fair. I will say I understand what they mean.
Whoa. You just froze. To me, anyway.
he didn't freeze. You froze.
You froze.
Oh, hell. So
You,
I heard none of it.
I will say that. I will say that since I have to stand on it, I understand what they mean, and I will elaborate for real next pod when they say Black women have drunk the Kool-Aid. The culture of Black women has changed, but what Black men, what we're getting it wrong is that we have forced Black women to change. And from there, I'll save it till next pod to have that conversation.
I will say I do agree. And, I always talk about there's a difference between women and trash ass women. I am not letting women off the hook for men going out here and doing things, but I refuse to accept the reason is because all women are trash.
No. Some men like biblical terms. Mm-hmm. They abuse it.
They want, and I even get the whole traditional woman thing
versus the
modern woman thing. Absolutely, we can dive into that and talk about that later too. I'll just make a note with our stuff,
and I'll leave that right there. That's
do you have any final words? Trey, do you have any final words?
I love being here with you guys. I'm glad you're back.
Hey, 5 months, 5 days lockdown. Hey man, free the guys.
What?
Free the guys. The guys are coming home. The guys are coming home in March, so their time is ticking. That I was locked up with. Free the guys.
You gotta catch on.
Yeah, free the guys. When you're in a situation like that, you build a different type of friendship and bond. You know what I mean? So I don't want to. With a platform, I know that they're coming home. Some of them are coming home March 9th, March 12th, and things like that. Man, free the guys, man. I know some of them been down for like 10 months, 12 months, and shit, man. We all looked out for each other. So, yeah, man, free the guys. And I never understood why niggas said that, but I understand it now because it's a different type of bond that you have in there. Like, so it's really free the guys over there in Calvert and get up out that racist-ass county, sundown-ass county.
No one told your ass to go be out there, but...
Fuck you niggas in Calvert.
Okay, so on that note, so we don't get kicked off of YouTube and Facebook, I thank you all so much for watching. We will be in studio in March, guys, and I think second week in March will be our first live in studio show. So yeah, but we appreciate you guys watching and being here and sticking it out with us. So thanks a lot, and that is our time. See y'all later.